Well, morning folks, what an absolutely glorious day it is. Never cast a clout till May's out. Well, it's almost May's out and it's glorious. It's too hot in the greenhouse actually today. I just had to open the door there. It was 59 degrees just before in here. My glasses steamed up and everything. Anyway, too hot to work in the greenhouse today. There's plenty of jobs to do, as always. At this time of year, it's probably the most busiest time of year because there's still some seeds to sow and there's still some weeds to get rid of. That's what happens, you know. It's been raining for so long and then the sun comes out for a week. Weeds. So today I'll be doing some hoeing, some tidying up, some planting of some seeds, and also the birds have been very active this week. So I think we might, there's one just flew in there if you saw. I think we might get some fledgling footage soon, folks. Fingers crossed, hopefully it might be today, because I've just been watching them there and one of the parent birds is sitting on the fence and it's going like flapping its wings, get fast, like not moving, just flapping its wings. Now I've done some research and that is the parent bird showing the little chick, this is how you use your wings, that sort of thing. So like I say, hopefully we'll get some footage. Anyway, I'm baking in here, so I'm going to crack on. I'll see you in a bit. No cuppers a day yet, like. Well, I'll tell you what, I really need to sort this path out. Well, that's a job for later on. First of all, I've got my hoe here. The onions, the weeds are starting to grow in amongst the onions, so it's best off keeping them down before it gets out of hand. So I'll crack on with this. Well, that's that. The onions have been hoed. Now it's time to do one more other job before I get the kettle on, because I'm eager and I need to crack on. Well, as you can see, all my potatoes are out there, and here I have a bit of spare land. Now it's all planned this year. I'm going to grow some tobacco plants, or nicotina as they're called. I'm going to plant them here. In fact, I'll just stand here just in case you can't hear us. I've got some tobacco plants. And down here is a bit of spare land. That's where the brambles were that I dug out. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just spin you around there a second, folks. Move the camera. So what I'm going to quickly do is dig this little section over here and get the tobacco plants out today as well, because they've been outside for a week now. They should have hardened off nicely. I'll see what else happens when I get on with it. So I'm going to get this kettle on before I do this. See you in a bit. Well folks, I've been busy. It's a very hot day of the day, so I've got my sombrero on. I'm going to get the kettle on in a second there because I've been tidying up a bit here. 2 seconds folks, I'll just move this lens. I've been tidying up here. I've been to the shop to get some milk because I'm expecting some guests. But just while I'm waiting, I'll show you around what I've been doing here. So I've just dug over that section as you saw. That's where the tobacco plants are going. Anyway, like I say, I'm just waiting for some guests. Hopefully they'll be here soon. In fact, that sounds like the gate there. Interesting. Is anybody there? Watch it not be. Oh look, hey, there's somebody that I recognise here. Whoop, I nearly fell over. Who is this? Hello. Hello.
Hope you got the kettle on.
Got the kettle on. I've always got. Well, there's a little bit of a problem, but I'll tell you about that later. Hello, come in. Welcome. Who are you, by the way?
Dave.
Who are you, by the way?
Leslie.
Everybody should recognise. But he has a special guest as well. Someone from Andover.
Not me. Him.
Dean. Oh, yeah, Dean. Dean.
Hello.
Dean.
Dave.
Aye. So we've got Leslie, Dave and Dean popped over just to say hello. So that's why I've got the kettle sorted. But I heard you like tea. I haven't got any tea. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
I've got some tea bags.
What? You've brought some.
He's come prepared. He's come prepared.
You've brought some goodies. Oh, right then. Follow me. Get the kettle on. Let's have a cup of tea. See you in a bit. Right, so we're just having a bit of a sit down here in the seating area. Everybody's got the cuppas. Hey, you don't have to stop talking, you know, people.
He's nodding off.
Oh, he's nodding off.
It's absolutely lovely sitting in here and sitting in the sunshine.
Oh, it's great, aye.
It's lovely.
So everyone's got a cuppa. Dave here, by the way. There's Leslie's cup of tea with the milk. And look at this. Goodies from Dave. Bickies. Coffee, tea, sugar, and I've got some milk there. Are you trying to tell us something there, like, mate?
Yeah, he didn't have any.
Yeah, I know.
For a bloke whose catchphrase is get the kettle on.
The last time he came, I didn't have any, so I had to go on and get some, so he made sure I had some this time. Thank you very much, Dave.
No worries.
This is Dave Dixon, by the way. You've probably seen his name before. He comments on quite a few people's videos. You've got an allotment yourself, haven't you?
Yep.
Next Nick's allotment.
Next, Nick's veggie patch.
Nick's veggie patch, aye. And that's Dean. And that's Leslie, as you know. It's like live, a Wednesday night live.
I like say I go live once a fortnight on a Wednesday night. Normally me and Leslie go live, but Leslie's getting herself a job sorted, so it's just me for the foreseeable future. So it was strange not having her there to read the comments.
Got to keep up yourself.
Are you the geek editor and producer and all that?
She's the
You've got a comment. You've got a comment.
You've got a question. Have I? All right. Okay. No. Well, let's go back up again.
Aye. So like I say, we've just been sitting here, having a bit of a chin wag, putting the world to rights and all that.
It's nice to put a face to a name. Like I say, with over the last year, obviously not being able to see anybody. When we do the lives, when we do the premieres and stuff, Dave's the same. When you're seeing the names and the regular names, it's nice to put a face to that name as well. Because I normally tend to do it on Facebook. You can actually see people's profile pictures, but like I say, because when it comes to like Harrogate and stuff, when people come up and say, "Oh, hello Dean," "Oh, hello Dave," it's like, I've got no idea who you are unless you tell me who you are.
I know, that's it.
One of the things,
oh, what's your time? Is it right? So what's your name and all that?
Who are you? So
But
yeah, there's a handy tip. If you ever see anybody, any YouTube, anything like that, introduce who you are. That's already organised and meeting up with people and stuff.
So
like today with Dave.
Aye, Dave, aye, sound. You've come all the way from Andover, haven't you? Andover.
He's back with the dad jokes, Dave.
Oh, I didn't tell yous. I've got a joke for yous. I said it on Dean's video, so I'm going to tell yous now.
My video.
On Dean's video. A lot of yous don't know this, but I used to be in a Jamaican orchestra and I was in the percussion section. I played the triangle. I used to stand at the back and ting. Boodoosh. See how I had to kick? I had to kick them there to get a laugh. Anyway, right, I've got some gardening to do. Are you just gonna sod off now? See you in a bit. Aye, I've got some other work to do. I'm gonna make the most of the sunshine, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, Dean, Dave and Leslie have all left now, so I better do some work, eh? It's nice to meet people, like, you know, it's nice to meet people, of course it is, but what I mean is, it's nice to actually meet yous, if you know what I mean. People who watch me videos. Dave Dixon, like I say, come from Andover. I mean, he's visiting relatives in Hartlepool, but still, dedication. Cheers, Dave Dixon, you're a super fan. And Dean and Leslie, they're salt of the earth people, as you all know. If you haven't already subscribed to Dean, Dean's Lost the Plot, check it out. He's more into giant veg and stuff like that. I just like messing about. But that's how I met Dean. He messages one day on my Facebook page. Hello, can I come to your garden? Blah, blah, blah. And that's how I met. And that's how I met Dave. And that's how I've met a lot of people over the years. And it's amazing. Thank you very much, people, for watching and all that kind of thing. So anyway, I had a little canny good natter there about life, gardening and all that kind of thing. So it's about 6:30 now. The sun's still out. I've managed to do a few jobs, but there is one little other job that I want to do today, and that is sow some beans. Now, I could call this video "What to Sow in June" or "Things You Should Sow in June" or something, but I'm not, because my channel is not all about that. It's about following me progress over the years, I suppose. Like I've always said, this channel was set up as a little video diary for myself, and I still do watch back my videos from like 8 years ago, basically just to see the difference, what's been grown and all that, and it's worth doing, and all that kind of thing. I've lost my train of thought. I'm just going to sit here for a while, put on some, well, start sowing. That's what I was on about. What to sow in June? Well, it's entirely up to you folks. If you by this time of year, everything should be sown, especially if you live down south, because up here in the northeast we are 6 weeks behind the south for weather and all that. So if you haven't already planted things out or sown things, get them in. There's still plenty time. There's still plenty time. I haven't even started sowing peas yet, but I will be next week, maybe tomorrow, who knows. But I will be sowing peas direct into the soil, because it's perfect. This is perfect weather now, folks. Perfect weather. Take it from the boss. Take it from me. There's nothing, I mean, this year the weather's been terrible. I mean, it's June already, nearly. Well, by the time you watch this, it's June. Bluebells are still flowering. That's weird. Everybody's the same, I suppose. Like, you can't do nothing about the weather. You can do all the preparation in the world you want. You can take out all the weeds you want. You can put as much weed killer down as you want, or whatever. But You can't make it rain and you can't bring the snow. Bring the sun. Only the earth knows what to do there. And things catch up. Like I say, things do catch up. Look at last year, for example. Ray, next door, was well behind putting his potatoes in. If you remember, I dug a little bit of his garden over for him. Now, he put his potatoes in. Mine were up, growing. Fantastic. I'd earthed them up and everything. And Ray hadn't put his in. But within about 6 weeks, the potatoes were up. They were champion. So, like I say, things know what to do themselves. Anyway, I was drifting there a bit like. Dwarf French beans. I have 4 different varieties here. Do I? Is that an old packet? I have 3 different varieties here. What are these? Hilton Dwarf French bean. Purple TP Dwarf French bean. And my favourite, Blue Lake Climbing Dwarf French bean. So I'll carry on doing this for a bit. Like I say, my channel isn't to show you how to sow seeds and what you should be sowing. Straightforward. Look, there's a seed. Put it in the soil. Cover it over a bit. And then give it a little bit of watering. It's as simple as that. So I'm just going to crack on. Do these. I'll show you around before I go. Bye for now. Well folks, it's 7:30 now and look at that. Still glorious blue sunshine. I've started you off in the path just to show you these clematis here. Look at this. Fantastic. This is Clematis Montana. And that one day, hopefully, my clematis, which I don't know the name of, will look like that one. But this is still nice flower like. If anybody can identify that, that'll be splendid. Because it was just in an empty allotment years ago. I dug it up and planted it and it's grew. So there you go. Into the wildlife area. Aye, look at that man. The bluebells are still up. In almost June. And the bluebells are still flowering. Hey, I wonder if there's any tadpoles in here. Probably like. Because there was a load of tadpole frog spawn. There's a load of that green stuff. Let's move it over to the side a bit, see if I can get any action. No, I cannot say anything. And if I did, I would have just flew off there anyway. Scarpad. Anyway, wildlife area. There's loads of birds in this thing, but I noticed the other day, I think folks, I have a magpie's nest right there. Nightmare. I was watching a big crow the other day. It was sitting there and these 2 magpies were going mental. So I don't want magpies in the garden. I hope they've nicked off. Anyway, look. Bluebells, man. Bluebells in May. So I've just give everything a good watering. Onions, they are doing alright. As you've seen before, give them a whole round, because that's the most important job to do. Don't let your weeds in between your plants go too wild, folks, otherwise you've had it. This Swede under here is romping away. I might be able to take the net off soon because I don't think the pigeons will eat it now. Here's my hedgerow. Look, that's Dane Canny there, coming on a treat. So I've got some hawthorn and hazel all the way along there. So in a few years it'll be the size of that fence. Very nice. Very nice. I tell you what else would be very nice. Me pears. Look at, I have pears. Even though they're very small, there's loads of them on like. But no doubt June drop will happen and they'll all fall off like it always does. There's some apple, Ergemont russet blossom. They're
looks like I'll get quite a few of them this year as well. As with the Claygate Pemain, the 120 odd year old apple tree. Right, anyway, I'm blabbering. So the onions and shallots have had a good watering. Now I probably might come tomorrow if it's a nice day, which it looks like it will be. I'm going to tidy this area up here. This is where me sweet corn and what have you, me beans and stuff, they'll be going in there. So that's for another day. I'll show you in here, because it's 2 weeks ago since I made the last video. Everything's romping away now. There's the... I'll get you through this net, folks, here. Right, there, as you know, is the broccoli. These are the cabis, and these are the primo. I've got some more space for more cabbages and what have you. I'll show you them in a minute. Right, the potatoes, I'll give them a good watering as well. If you can see there in the back, they are me tobacco plants. Hopefully they'll be alright there. It looks like one of them's just flopped over there, so I might have to stake that one up or just leave it, see what happens. Sorry about that sun glare, folks. I know it's a rare occurrence. This garlic is doing alright. Now, one of my subscribers commented and asked about the garlic. I'm sorry I didn't comment back, but July is around about the time that they'll come out anyway, so they will be starting to die off now. Once you start seeing these scapes appearing, they're coming to the end of their life. That's the flower head. So just give them a feed as well. Halfway through the season, you'd give them a top dressing of fertiliser just to give them a little bit boost. If that's any help to you, great. Aye, so me potatoes, look at, these are the Sagita, and they're starting to come up already there. Champion. Now I've just noticed a rooster, which is good, and the Charlotte are all up there now. So in a couple of weeks time I will be giving them the first earthing up, which is bit soil from each side of the row there, up until it's all you can see is a little bit of the leaf at the top. Now this is the row of potatoes that I got off Matty B, I think. The red Duke of York are starting to come up there, and so has them blue pilot ones, which would be interesting. These broad beans are doing splendid, doing what they're supposed to be doing. Loads of flowers on, all that kind of thing. So is this, look at, right on cue. Go on, oh, it did fly off. There was a bee just there. Aye, flowers, all of the rest of it's been cut down, and it's in there. I tidied the path up as well, as you can see there. I've just left that pile of weeds. But look at this, folks. Tidy path. Woohoo! Aye, I did that before Dean and that come. Just for something to do. Annie's rose is doing alright. And thank you, Leslie, for getting rid of all of the green fly and what have you off me roses here. And thank you, Dean, for tidying up a little bit and all that. While I nipped to the shop, here's Annie's rose starting to bloom, but they should have flowers on by now. This one's, it used to flower all year round, as you know, but it's different this year. Anyway, what else? This lobelia. Now what I'm going to be doing with this is, see them pouch things on the fence there? I'm going to put them in there, and there'll be a nice little hanging lobelia thing. Sound. These sweet peas really do need to go somewhere now. This week though, everything will be done this week. The potatoes in the buckets, I've brought them out. They've been out for a week. They're romping away. I hope there's as much growth underneath as what there is on top, like. But we'll see what happens. As you can see there, look folks, my pound shop irises have started to flower. So that's canny. These peas need to come out. Whese peas are these peas? My peas. The gutter peas, they need to go out soonish. As blah 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 blah, I don't know what I'm saying. These need to go out probably tomorrow if I come over. I'm not sure if I'll make a video tomorrow. I might just plod on. I might make a B-roll thing. Anyway, into the greenhouse. I'll show you this side before I show you the changes. So there's the sweet corn. Look at this. Is the sweet corn that was grew under the light. This is the sweet corn that was grew under the natural light in the greenhouse here. And they're all exactly the same size now. Everything catches up. These ones are the heritage seeds, English country gentlemen. So they'll be looking forward to seeing what happens with them. They're a bit small, but let's see what happens. On to this next bit. These are the Andy Dawson's giant long cucumbers, as you can see, are grown. I potted on some of the Love Lies Bleeding because it was getting too big for them little cell trays. Pardon me, folks. What are these? Haha, so much stuff since the last time you seen. These are the all heirloom stuff here. These are the Dutch round cabbages. And these are the blue Scotch kale. And at the back there, Godzilla broccoli. So they'll be going into the brassica cage when they're all ready to go in. Now look at these folks. I've never grew zinnias before, but they're flying away there in this tray. Which tray? Uno, dos trays. In one of those trays, aye. So they're romping away there. I need to plant them out or pot them on. I'm not too sure how big they grow, so let's find out. There's some the beans are sowed there this afternoon. Just put them in there. Fill the water tray full of water and let them do the thing. Right, folks. Oh, before I show you that, I'll show you the grapevine. Is any grapes on yet? Let's have a look. Can't see any. Oh, there'll be some. Some there. I can see some, but the sun's shining and it's making it dull. Anyway, here, look, the change. Bit of a drum roll, please. Get in, look at that. I've got some of them tomato halo things. I've gone up in the world. Haha. Bit posh. I'll not sit down because you're not able to see. Aye. Halos. So usually what I would do is have two buckets on either side. But I've got these halos. The tomatoes are in there and they're loving it. I've put some of the little gem lettuce and the cos lettuce down there in the front. See what happens there. Spot on the way. Aye. Everybody keeps going on about these halo things, so I'm going to give them a try. See if they work. Or not. Let's find out. I was giving them. I know someone who was getting rid of some stuff in the greenhouse, so they says, do you want these? I says yes. And there you go. This is a dinner plate sized sunflower. I've just changed the style of voice there because the bird has just flew into there. Can you hear them? Did you see that they're flying away? It's active all the time now, like. If you can see there, look, I've got my camera set up. So hopefully I'll get some fledgling footage very soon, folks, very soon. Aye, back to here. Now, I got these off Ray. He says they were begonias, but I don't know, they look like, they don't look like begonias to me, like, they look like geraniums. Anyway, my leeks, they're doing alright now. Am I zoomed in there or what? My leeks are doing alright. Oh yeah, there's something going on in the back there. I can see two magpies have just flew down onto something, you know. Something's making a noise. Oh, I hope it hasn't just getting one of the great tits.
I cannot worry about that, that's nature. So I'd be standing there all day if I was. Well, I do stand there all day actually. Most of the time I'm here, I'm always looking in to see how they are. Not looking in, but checking, making sure the bird comes back. In fact, earlier on there, I was down there. Down there, I come into the greenhouse, and one of the great tits had flew into here. It was in the corner there. I was like, oh no, don't hurt yourself, please. But it managed to get out safely anyway. Right, folks, I think that's about it. I'll just move this round a second. Right, like I say, that's about it. I can't do much else today. Plus it's 7:45 now, I want my tea. So, like I say, that's it. It was nice to see Dean, Leslie and Dave today. It's nice to actually mingle with people again. More than one person on the plot and all that. At a safe distance and all that kind of thing. But like I say, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing and all that. I might make a video tomorrow, I might not. I might just crack on, get things done while I'm off work. Right, blinded by the light. So I see you folks, take care, stay safe and all that kind of thing. Thanks for commenting, liking and subscribing. If you haven't already, please do. Really does make a difference. Something to do with the algorithm or something like that. Whatever. Right, I'm gonna go now. I've had enough of talking. I haven't even had a cup of the day, you know. Anyway, right, bye.